Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you can come along today to create a double page spread in a composition notebook junk journal. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm glad you're here. This is my January and February. Ooh, it's getting cute and chunky here. Composition notebook junk journal. I'm really enjoying working in it, and today I thought I'd bring you along and chat about how I like to layer my pages, creating a double page spread. So in today's video, I grabbed some supplies I wanted to use. Really been digging into my stash lately. So I have some Mildliners, a stencil, grabbed some pretty colors of these Arteza paints, some washi tape. I love those colors. I'm definitely a color and pattern gal for sure. And deli paper. So this is something, I love making painty pages. And today I thought, just was looking at that box of deli paper sitting in my paper stash and thought I would pull it out today and have some fun layering some backgrounds. This comes in a box of 500, so I certainly have, I have plenty of deli paper. But it's one of those supplies, I think, that you keep in your stash, and hey, you know what? If if you get tired of using it, it's always good for lunch, right? Oh my gosh. And then finally, I kind of have been hoarding this beautiful paper. I think you say this Stamperia. Maybe, I'm not even sure. Stamperia. But I love that scrapbook pack. So today I thought I'd go through the way I like to layer my journal pages, give you some ideas, and I would love to hear what you like to do. If you're working in a comp notebook, a junk journal of any kind, or yeah, just the way you like to play in your journal. So I've set up this composition notebook for my journal process and practice, which is I usually do 2 to 4 pages a week. So in this video, I'm going to do a double page spread. I'm going to start with the very basics. So what I tend to do most often is leave my journal open on an art table and really begin by playing with paper. I figure out what supplies I want to use. In this case, this deli paper. And I already painted these pretty, I love that, these pretty blues and greens. It's interesting, but it has a really great crinkly texture when you paint it. I don't know, there's just something about it that I really like. And it does add texture to your page. So I'm playing around with the idea of what I want this background to look like. And if I back up just a tiny bit, give you a quick peek at some of the pages, I love to play with markers and paints. I mean, that's watercolor up at the top. Stickers, stamps, pens. And I do a lot with packaging in this junk journal. So my process is to kind of set the background up, of course, that would be first, makes sense, play with some colors, and then add tip-ins, little bags, like I have that jewelry bag on the side. And then I do like to write about the everyday things that happen, so I definitely leave room for some journaling and some writing. Okay, let's get started with this pretty pink. Now, when I make this bit of hand-painted paper. I'm thinking that I could use it in a lot of different ways. You can write over deli paper with a pen. I would probably use a Posca paint pen or a Sharpie. And the nice thing is if you're layering paper over paper, in other words, putting this over my lined comp notebook paper, the Sharpie won't go through because Sharpies tend to bleed. Oh, I like this. Isn't it fun just to play with paint? Now, I am really feeling these bright colors lately, which again, I'm a color gal for sure, but it is winter in New England. It's been just a roller coaster of weather. I don't know what you're experiencing right now in weather, but ours has been unseasonably mild, although I should bite my tongue because this week I think we're getting a mess again, mid-February. And anyway, these bright colors remind me more of spring and summer. Obviously, you don't have to stick to that in a journal, but for me, I typically would use more of the winter colors, and in my mind, those are more like the blues and the grays, but nope. In fact, if you see on the left-hand side, there's a couple flamingos. Oh, I love that. They're very tiny. They're walking away. They're near the pom-pom trim. I have been making printables, and this month I decided, and again, not to make snowflakes or anything else, I made February flamingos with a little bit of a heart on them, thinking of Valentine's Day and all of that. And yeah, so bright colors are definitely what I've been feeling in my journal spreads lately. And by the way, those little flamingos, again, sorry, I don't have a big one to show you right now. It just popped into my mind. But if you go to the description box below or in my Ko-fi coffee cup app in the banner, these are all free in the month of February if you would like some flamingos to add a pop of color to your page too. Okay, I'm getting wonky here with the with the Mildliners. But what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up writing spaces. So I do like to, when I layer my pages, I like to have a couple spots where I know that I will be documenting and journaling. And again, not big stuff, just things with family, friends, everyday sort of things. Normal, you know, what you had for dinner, breakfast, a good cup of coffee or tea. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of something good today, if you are, or relaxing and have a bit of creative time too. What is happening in your journal in the month of February? Do you like to do more a vintage kind of palette, or do you like to play with color? I think I'm the person that I gravitate to the box of crayons. All right, more spring, right? Pretty butterfly. I'm using a Stays On ink. And then, I kind of over inked here. So I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to smudge more ink on. And this part of the process is really chill for me. I don't have a set plan. It's really playful. Playing with papers. I feel like this is the chill part for me. A lot of glue bookers, I think, when they're putting their background layer, just sticking paper to paper, I don't know. I find it very relaxing. And I know when I watch gluebook and journaling videos, when people are doing backgrounds, it's very, very freeing. You don't have to commit to too much. You're building layer upon layer. And then as you start to do that, I feel you get a sense of what direction you want to go in, what colors you really want to kind of pull in so that your page in the end kind of all works together. Or maybe it doesn't sometimes, and that's okay too. If you enjoyed it while you're doing it, that's the point. So as you probably noticed, I sped the video up a little bit, and I tend to do this. The deli paper needed a little bit of time to dry. I'm putting it down here with a glue stick, getting that little edge there. And this is the point in the layering process where I feel I've divided my page. In other words, there's more of this is me thinking, where do I want to write and where do I want to glue and stick things down later? Adding more washi because, as I said before, when you're setting up a comp notebook, you're randomly putting pretty washi in, and then as you do your double page spread, you can layer over that with more of the colors that you want to pull into that particular spread. One of the fun things I like to do, easy and simple, is stenciling. Or you can do rubber stamping. And I thought I'd add a couple more of these butterflies so that the spread has 3 now. Yeah, this part of the process now I'm feeling is I know where I want things to go in terms of my background, what will be more visual journaling and what will be more written journaling. And now I'm moving on to the step where I think this is maybe, I don't know, I was gonna say it's my favorite part, but I guess when I look back at my journals, it's one of my favorite parts, and that is the interactive pockets, tuck spots, tip-ins. So here we go, friends. I'm gonna use it. Do you hang on to pretty paper in your stash and you can't let it go? I'm letting it go. I know, right? It is fun to use up those pretty papers in your journals, right? What else are they for? But why is it so hard? So those two are going to be tip-ins. I'm going to put some either washi tape or clear tape. And you open them. If you're not familiar with a tip-in, it's almost like it's a flap of paper that you can layer things behind it or, right on the page that it's covering. Oh goodness, this gel pen is out of ink, so that will have to be for later. I love those Uniball Signo gel pens, but I am gonna have to buy more. And this cute little bag. So I hope you're relaxing, enjoying your journaling. Are there certain papers or techniques that you're playing with right now? What is it that you really love to do in your journals? Here we go, got the clear tape. I really enjoy using the clear tape, especially when you have a lot going on a page, like I almost always do. I think it was Courtney Diaz of Little Raven Ink. I love her. I love her journaling. I love her work. I saw, gosh, her video. I know she has a Patreon and all those things. I saw her most recent video. I think it was from the Junk Journal January prompts that she did a day. And she said, more is more. I love that. I love the way she uses color in her journals too. All right, so at this point, I very often take a journaling break. I'm showing you some pens that I enjoy using, that Uniball Signo and the Micron. And then sometimes I just have to, like all of us, right? You got to go put the laundry in, you got to run, pick up a phone call, go to work. So I've sped the video up and come back, but I had just a few minutes to get in my writing and the actual journaling that I wanted to do. And now coming back for the next stages, I found a Uniball pen that actually had ink in it. And then I picked up some pieces of ephemera and packaging. We went to the mall, which I feel like I haven't been there in like 100 years. And here we go. Here's the Uniball gel pen that I used to write on that scrapbook paper. And anyways, we took one of the littles to that Build-A-Bear workshop where you build a bear for $1 million. Oh my goodness, it's so fun. If you don't know what it is, it's a little unstuffed animal, and then they put the fluff in, and yeah, then you buy the clothes and the outfit. Oh my goodness, but it was a good time. And the kiddos around here, it's school break, so a little vacation break fun. And for the last part of this page on the left, I thought I really love quotes. So I thought I would do a little bit of hand lettering. Let me grab the pen I want to use and some more washi tape. So what I'm showing you right now is I tried to bring in some of the washi tape that's on the page so that this could be a journaling card, but I'm thinking today it's going to be a pocket. And it's nice to repeat some of the patterns that you have on the page when you're layering. It's something I love to do. So yeah, pulled in a little bit more of that washi tape, the apples. And that top one is a cute little bee. And that thin stripy washi tape. I have a bunch of quotes on the far left of the video screen, and I'm sort of changing this one up a little. It wasn't like a particular person said this. It was, I don't know, one of those positive quote sites. And I put down a little bit of light pencil to help me figure out the spacing. And I thought I would hand letter in a very simple way because I have so much going on the page. I thought this would be fun and a great place for a little quote and something that wasn't too busy. A place for the eye to rest. It's a good day to be proud of progress. I love that. I think that's, for me, a lot of what journaling is about. Noting the progress. Cute. This is some scrappy mixed media paper. And yeah, definitely this is bulky, there's no question, but because I do a few pages a week, as I've said before, this journal can be layered and can take a lot. If I had kept every single page in this comp notebook, there's no way. Well, it would be huge and gator-mouthed, but again, I'll link in the description box how you can remove pages and set up a comp notebook. But when you remove pages, you'll have plenty of room to layer it up. And just do the math and figure out how many pages you would like to do in your journal. Okay. Again, sped the video up a bit, let that glue dry a little bit. I grabbed just some white tacky glue there. I'm using a kneaded eraser. If you don't have one of these, grab one because they are so much better than the the number 2 pencil erasers that smudge everything up. We're lucky to have a little art store by us, Jerry's Artorama. And I picked that up there. Yeah, and then for this pocket, you can put in whatever you want. Of course, a little scrap of wallpaper makes a nice journaling spot. I did more journaling on the left-hand side behind that tip-in. I like to do what you call hidden journaling and tuck spots and little pockets. I'll be going back, I think, to finish that up. So just some ideas, an overall way I like to layer my pages. This is my Valentine's Day spread. I'm still finishing that one up. A few more details there. But I hope this gave you some ideas today. I would love to hear your ideas and the ways that you like to add to your pages. I think that's good for today. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. And happy journaling to you.